Hello and welcome inside Yost Ice Arena for another presentation of WCBN Sports' coverage of Michigan hockey. I'm Alex Strain, joined tonight by Matthew Levy for Game 2 between Michigan and Arizona State here from Yost. Yesterday was a really surprising game. Michigan defeating ASU 8-1. We'll see if the Wolverines can keep that offense up here tonight. What are you looking for?
Yeah, I'm looking for these defensemen of Michigan. They had 3 goals and 6 assists last game. Do they continue that performance? And for Arizona State, can Johnny Walker get this offense working for Arizona State?
Questions indeed. So Michigan and Arizona State about ready to roll under 1 minute until puck drop. Michigan wearing the maize uniforms with the blue pants, and Arizona State wearing the gray tops with the maroon pants, yellow piping as well. Michigan will send out the Garrett Van Wy line to begin the game, or at least that's what was announced in the pregame warm-ups, and that is indeed what it will be. Arizona State will be starting Nick Sandu's line. About 15 seconds to go. Michigan got 2 in the first yesterday, 4 in the second, and 2 in the third. And now 10 seconds to puck drop. The Wolverines, couple changes to the lineup for some fans to note. Eric Ciccolini is in, as is Philip Lapointe. Out from this game, Nick Granowitz and Mike Pastujov, and Jay Karanen slides in as Jack Summers has a slight injury. He was a game-time decision, but Karanen will go for the Wolverines, and we are underway. Michigan wins the opening puck drop. Nice cross-ice pass into the offensive zone. Dakota Raby down the left wing side. Garrett Van Wy and Nolan Moyle out there. Now Van Wy's got it behind the net. He curls around, tries to tuck it inside the post. Cole Brady in net for Arizona State, able to make that first save. Brady came up for Arizona State in the third period after Evan DeBrouwer was chased from the game yesterday, allowing 6 goals through 2 frames. Brady seeded 2 in that third period. Both teams get their first changes. Here comes Arizona State. Wilson skating through the middle. Stretch pass tipped off the stick of Johnny Walker into the offensive zone. Cam York picks it up behind the net. He skates out down left wing side. York pass into the middle, intercepted off a Sun Devil stick, then picked up by Johnny Beecher. Beecher's pass tipped off a Sun Devil body as he was attempting to get it back there to Keaton Pearson. Now York's got it in his own zone, kind of fumbling around with the puck. Now here comes Michigan skating 3-on-3 through the middle. Down the right wing side, Keaton Pearson takes a shot, saved by Brady. Now out to York at the top. He struggles to corral the puck, now got it into the corner. Fancy toe drag by Brendan Brisson. Shot is a quick save by Brady. Michigan already peppering Brady here early on. Pearson pinches up to hold the puck in. Michigan forechecking hard as they switch off bodies. Johnny Beecher holds the puck in for a second, then it squibs out to center ice. Michigan picks it up and they'll just dump it back in. New bodies out there. Forechecking in the offensive zone. That looks like Matty Beniers. No, it's Philippe Lapointe down there behind the net in his first Michigan shift. Arizona State are on the boards. They get the puck up, but can they get it out? Michigan's pressure was swarming ASU yesterday, and it's continuing that way. A clear attempt went off a Michigan body, so no icing as it squibs down.
Look for Brady, the goaltender. Can he step up and get some pucks on net, start to settle into this game as a freshman first true start?
Lapointe on the forecheck as it's being dug out of the corner by Judson. Now across to Hickey. He was an active defenseman yesterday, one of the few bright spots for Arizona State. Michigan's forecheckers continue to just muck up that offensive zone, and Sun Devils really struggling to carry it out. Now they do get it into the center ice zone. Now the offensive end. Michigan skates up again the other direction. 3-on-3 rush. Coming down the right wing side is the captain, Jack Becker. Now pass across to the middle. Shot save. Rebound. They score! Kent Johnson cleans up the rebound. And just like yesterday, 2.5 minutes in, and Kent Johnson finishes Michigan up 1-0. So really impressive goal for Johnson, the hot shot freshman, 4 assists yesterday. He gets that one. It was Becker down the right wing side. He centered into the middle. The initial shot was a save, but then the rebound comes free, and Johnson quickly hammers it home for the Maize in blue.
Yeah, great pressure. That was a product of all the pressure that Michigan had through those first 3 minutes, and just good work and a goal.
Michigan takes a 1-0 lead 2.5 minutes in. Familiar story to yesterday. They quickly are right back in it into the offensive zone. Skating in is Becker. He's got men heading to the front of the net. Couldn't get it to Beniers. He's checked by 2 Ice Devils, but Johnson picks it up. Johnson backhand pass across to Beniers. His quick slap shot deflects off the stick of Jacob Semick. Semick into the lineup after being out yesterday with a suspension. Semick, interesting to note, a former Michigan commit, ended up decommitting and is now at Arizona State facing the program he had once intended to play for. Michigan's pressure continues. Pearson holds it in at the line. Sun Devils get it out, but again, Michigan bodies are right there in the neutral zone. No rush coming the other direction. Johnson spun around. He lost it, and now finally ASU will try a rush the other way. Nolan Moyle doing a bit of a job from behind to clean that one up, and then just like that, Michigan gets it right out of their own end. Up they come the other direction. Van Wise skating quickly down the left wing side into the offensive end. Tucked up there against the boards by Moyle. Raby alongside as well. Pinched in the corner was Jay Karanen, who's out there in place of Jack Summers. He got trapped way down the ice. ASU with a potential rush. There's a shot. Quick save by Mann. That's going to be his first save of the night. Now another try out in front. Arizona State starting to pepper him just a little bit. Puck around the boards. Mann fell down for ASU. Michigan picks it up in the neutral zone, kind of fumbling around right now. Nick Sandu with the puck, skates through the middle, into the offensive zone, goes around a couple sticks. His shot is blocked, though. That's the angle that we have trouble seeing from our vantage point, tucked away there in the corner. Now Wolverines corral it. Nick Blankenberg across to Big Owen Power. Now back to Blankenberg. Long stretch pass up the ice off the stick of Beecher into the offensive zone, so no icing. Michigan forecheckers will do the work. Power holds the puck on the blue line, but then has to recede back out. Michigan will enter again, this time with Blankenberg skating down the right wing. Blankenberg tries to cut in. Really nice poke check there from an Arizona State stick. Brisson hands it off. Here's a shot by Power, who just whistles it wide. Blankenberg at the top, back down low behind Johnny Beecher. Beecher waits. Back to the point. Skating in Power again. He's going to get in tight. His shot is blocked down in front. Hit Brisson's body before it could get through to Brady. And now Arizona State will just chip it on down. That's going to be an icing as Power touches up. ASU's going to have to pull some bodies off the bench to reset.
Yeah, nothing there. Trying to get Johnny Walker going down the ice. Nothing working. And if you're a Arizona State player, you got to help out your goaltender. He's a young player, a freshman, first start. You can't just let him take all these shots. Not good by Arizona State. How do you rebound now, especially down 1-0 when you got blown out last game?
Shots 4-2 in favor of Michigan. Thomas Bordelot will do the face-off. He's out there with Ciccolini and LaPointe. He wins the draw to LaPointe. Now pass across to the top. Pearson's shot just goes wide. Now a strange angle shot from Bordelot went off the pads there of Brady. But again, Michigan right off that draw. A couple chances. ASU then will finally get their change after they got it out of the zone. So Michigan able to crowd in their own end. Pearson turns it over, though. ASU holds it down deep. Battling for in the corner. Michigan's able to carry it on out. Skating through center ice. Ciccolini's pass across to Bordelot. It's offsides. The scoring play, Johnson with the goal assisted by Bordelot. That's the only other assist on the play. 14:38 to go here in the first.
Let's see Arizona State push the puck in, get some shots on goal, put people in the front, and play physical a little bit and try to rough up this Michigan defense.
Now both teams at their benches. There will be more commercial timeouts in this game than there were yesterday. The Big Ten is condensing the games if they're not on major television. Yesterday's game was on BTN Plus. Today's game on BTN regular, so we have a commercial timeout at the under 15-minute mark like we normally would in past years. Michigan, you look at their lineup, talent all around, just a really busy day on the stat sheet yesterday. Owen Power, a goal, 2 assists. Kent Johnson, 4 assists. Matty Beniers, 2 goals. Nolan Moyle, a goal. Thomas Bordelot with a goal. I mean, everybody was involved yesterday, and Michigan's come out ready to play again here tonight.
Yeah, they have, and keeping the pressure on. And if you're Arizona State, how do you get things getting to the middle and try to put some pucks on net, on man?
Strauss-Mann made 14 out of 15 saves yesterday, ceding a goal very late in that contest. It was a power play goal. Michigan's only problem yesterday was they took a few too many penalties. No whistles so far in the penalty department from either side. Face-off taken right in front of the Michigan offensive zone. Garrett Van Wy wins it for the Wolverines, and they just quickly chip it on in. Now down behind the net, whistled around by Wilson. Pinched in the corner. Trying to see who that was. That was Raby who was able to hold it from rattling on out. Nick Sandu picks it up. Arizona State to center ice, but then Wilson turns it right over. Michigan bodies very quickly on it, and then a nice active stick from Sandu to repel a rush the other way. Now here comes ASU coming the other direction. Nice pass across, but it was to the wrong side of the body, and then there's a hit. I think that was by Karanen to knock him off the puck. Sun Devils control as Michigan was in the midst of a change. A little confusion with their numbers out there. ASU can finish getting fresh bodies out there. Now the puck squibs out forward, and Truscott lays out to try and get it free. Now Raby does so, slides it across the ice to the other side. ASU parries it back in. Michigan in the midst of a change. Now they'll carry out the other direction. A little bit more in terms of the neutral zone from Sun Devils trying to muck this up. Slow down Michigan's speed. Hasn't led to a lot of chances, though. Kent Johnson now out there, and we've got a whistle coming as the puck's in the corner. It's going to be a penalty on somebody. Let's see who it is. Looks like it's going to be on Michigan.
Yeah, that's got to be the game plan for Arizona State. Get pucks into the opposing zone and get them to force Michigan to make some mistakes, because they've done it. You saw it last game and you see it here early. So Arizona State, continue to work in your opposing zone and get some shots on net.
It's going to be Nick Blankenberg on a hook. The story of yesterday when the Sun Devils had the power play was that Michigan was getting about as many chances as ASU was with the power play to the Sun Devils. Michigan had 3 shorthanded breakaway opportunities yesterday and didn't score on any of them. Here they come again. Matty Beniers carries it on out, 2-on-2. He just flips it up into the air, uses his speed to blow by 3 guys. Now gets muscled off the puck as it rattles into the corner, but James Sanchez blows a tire, the former Michigan Wolverine, now with Arizona State.
Arizona State, look for your top goal scorer, Johnny Walker. He was great last year. How can they get him going?
Yeah, skating on up with it is that line of Walker, Duguay, and Sanchez. They were really the only bright spot in terms of generating consistent offensive pressure. Now the puck squibs on out again, and Michigan's forecheckers come on up. Here they come, 2-on-2 into the zone. Luke Morgan's got Beecher, finds Beecher, but he whiffs on the shot. And then he'll just play it back to his defensemen who skate into their own zone, and then will eventually plan to send this puck way up the ice. There it is, all the way down into the catching glove of Brady, but 2 Michigan forecheckers are there, Beecher and Lambert. Beecher's going to need to get off at some point. Arizona State carries it on up, but I think they were offsides. There's a whistle coming. Is there a penalty? Let's see what the referee has to say. I think Arizona State had too many men, and they did. This is going to be now a 4-on-4, I believe.
Blown chance there for Arizona State. This Michigan penalty kill is great, and they force another penalty. Arizona State, dumb mistake.
See who they're going to put in the box to serve the penalty. It's going to be Walker. That's pretty typical. You put an offensive guy in case you get a breakaway when the penalty expires. But a minute 2 had run off the Michigan penalty to Blankenberg. So it'll be about a minute of 4-on-4 followed by a minute of Michigan power play. And the Wolverines power play yesterday was lethal. We'll see how that develops. Wolverines win the draw in the 4-on-4. Skating down towards the goal. Here comes Power. He comes right in and takes a shot that just goes wide. Now Power gets it back to his defense mate Truscott. 2 freshmen out there for the Wolverines on the defense. Now skating around with it was Moyle. Got knocked off the puck. 40 seconds remain in the 4-on-4. Arizona State up through the middle, and they'll send it down towards the net. Sandu down there. Puck rims around. The players in maroon take a shot, goes wide of the net. Now Michigan in maize pick it on up. Laid down, I think that was Ciccolini handing it off to his defenseman. They'll get fresh bodies on there. Now 15 seconds left in the Michigan penalty. They're just going to try and wait until they can have the man advantage. Now Beecher will skate up through the middle, past the center ice area. Oh, he just got clocked, but the puck continues. There's a shot by Lambert, and Johnny Beecher is injured. I think we're going to have a penalty, and Cam York is going at Wilson. He's got him in a headlock, and the referees are coming over. Johnny Beecher's laying body down on the ice. He looks okay. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him as an absolutely massive hit came in. I thought it was a pretty legal hit unless there was contact to the head, which there may have been, but they're going to put some people in the box. We're going to see what the official announcement's going to be. York will go in for after the play, but the question is whether there's going to be a 5-minute penalty potentially on Arizona State. We saw that yesterday in Wisconsin-Notre Dame, where Colin Tyson, who had a hat trick in that game, got thrown out for a really bad similar hit to Cole Caulfield. We see the hit on replay. It was definitely a very, very violent hit. You could see Beecher's head snap backwards. And they're going to review it, probably for a potential game misconduct, as that's just a vicious hit from Wilson. Jesus. 11:33 to go in the first period. The referees are waiting for an official call. Let's take a look again. Beecher was skating just through center ice, and he is a big player. It takes a lot to hit him. He had just lost the puck, and you can see the head contact with the shoulder of the ASU player, and then Beecher ends up laying face down on the ice. Let's see what the referees eventually come to decide. I'm not sure that's a misconduct in the NHL, but college is called more tightly. Tough to predict what they're going to say about that one. 4 seconds remain, by the way, on the Blankenberg penalty. $1.06 on the Arizona State penalty. So Michigan was going to go to a power play anyway, even before all of this. Now Jack Becker will go over to talk to the referees as Michigan's non-goalie captain and see what's going on. Johnny Walker, who was in the box for Arizona State serving the penalty, is out there alongside Wilson, who's the player in question on the hit. Johnny Beecher is back on the Michigan bench. We see him on the Jumbotron. He looks okay. That's good to see. Referees still talking. I believe they said minor penalty for charging. Let's see if that is indeed what they said.
Yeah, 2 minutes charging.
Which is better than what it could have been for ASU, but it will mean that Michigan's going to have extended power play time. And yesterday, Michigan scored 3 power play goals, and that's not good news for ASU.
No, it's not. If you're at Arizona State, get the puck out, try to survive, but got to get in the way of these shots, block some shots, use your defensemen well, and don't let Mr. Brady take a beating in the goal.
We'll see what Michigan puts on out there. Bordelot, Lambert, Brisson, York, and then Blankenberg will be out of the box in 4 seconds. He'll join the unit. Bordelot wins the drawback. Michigan can control. Now a pass across. There's a shot by Brisson, just goes wide. Now Bordelot collects it. Blankenberg is out. They're actually going to send him to the bench, and they're going to put Matty Beniers out there. Beniers goes to the slot. Bordelot skates around with it. Left wing, 5-on-3. Pass across. Brisson shot just wide. Then another pass through, went right through the crease. Michigan has 44 seconds of 5-on-3. Brisson across to York. Now over to Bordelot. Left wing side, half wall. Beniers in the middle. Brisson in the circle. Pass across. Beniers didn't get him on the forehand. Now back to York. Back to Brisson. His shot just went off either the skate or the post there. York across. Bordelot. He skates down with it. Back to York. Back to Brisson. Back to York. Back to Bordelot. Those three at the points just passing around. They've now got 15 seconds left to work with. Across to Brisson. Now back. Bordelot. There's a shot. And save. Can Arizona State clear it out? No, they cannot. Michigan holds it in. 5 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Then another minute of 5-on-4 across. Brisson shot. Puck is free. Loose. They battle away, and it's not in. Brisson controls back to 5-on-4. Lambert sends it all the way to the top to York. Back to Brisson. Beautiful pass to Bordelot. Bordelot rims it around. Lambert behind. Arizona State can apply a little more pressure with the extra body out there. Brisson back to York. 35 seconds. York in the middle. Pass across. Bordelot skates up. His shot. And a save by Brady. Now Bordelot gets it back to York. Brisson a shot. That one saved. Now they try to parry it to the front. Can't do so. Lambert battles for it. Rims around. Can Arizona State get it out? No, they cannot. Lambert holds it in. 15 seconds remaining with the man advantage. Pass across. Brisson shot. Saved by Brady. Puck free again. Brisson again. Brady to save. Arizona State holds firm, and they've only got 11 seconds left to kill.
What a job by Brady in net, the freshman. Great job, and Michigan got a lot of chances, couldn't convert. Does this change the tide of this game and this series, or can Michigan hold strong? So far, Michigan holding strong, but we'll see what happens over these next 9:44.
Luke Morgan now goes out there for Michigan. They have 11 seconds left of power play time. Shots now 11-3 Wolverines, but man, some absolutely massive saves from the freshman Cole Brady. He was a draft pick of the New Jersey Devils, showing why he has that pro potential right there. Blankenberg skates into the middle. Now Ciccolini skates up. His shot save. Rebound. The puck is free. LaPointe could not find it in the net front area. Blankenberg goes down to corral it, and Arizona State back to full strength. They dodged a bullet there thanks almost purely to their netminder. Not a single clear in that entire 5-on-3, 5-on-4 sequence, and Brady made every single save. Now Philip LaPointe with the puck, had it taken away. Judsis in his own zone will send it on up. Strauss-Mann standing there with 9 minutes to go in the first period. He has not done much so far. 3 saves, and now we've got a whistle coming. Is there going to be a Michigan penalty? Referee's blowing the whistle. Man, a lot of stoppages here in the last few minutes. Yeah, I don't know. They're just going to commercial break. I don't see any penalties. Not sure what the call was.
And not sure. But we go to break.
Well, you know, Michigan, again, if you're the Wolverines, you'll take that setup on the power play every time. I mean, the puck movement looked good, the chances looked good, just couldn't quite get it home, and you have to credit the goalie there.
When a goalie is on, they're on, and what a start for the new netminder in net. Brady coming in, making some key saves to keep Arizona State in this game, because so far Michigan has dominated every phase.
Now they're readjusting the shot chart. They say it's 7-3 on the Jumbotron. I think it's got to be more than that, but it's also tough to tell how many of those went wide, how many might have hit the post. Regardless, Michigan leads 1-0, 9:03 to go in the first period. Face-off will be to Mann's right in the Michigan end. Still don't know what was called to lead to that stoppage in play. Regardless, ASU wins the draw. They have an offensive zone try. There's a very meek shot that's easily pushed aside by the pads of Strauss-Mann. Arizona State tried to re-enter after the puck came out illegally, so they had to get back onside. And it allows Blankenberg to skate through the middle. His pass towards Becker was tipped by an active stick in the middle there. Semick skates around with it across to Wilson, who's out of the box from that earlier charging penalty. Now Jacob Semick gets back to it, flips it down the ice, tipped in. Mann plays it around behind. Keaton Pearson picks it up. Backhand pass, couldn't get it out of the zone. Battled for along the boards. Brady standing tall for ASU at the other end. We'll see if Michigan Strauss-Mann can do the same, as Arizona State still has the puck in the offensive zone. They've really not taken any shots. They've readjusted the shot chart back to 12-4 now, which I think is the correct reading. Not sure why it went off there for a moment. Matty Beniers picks it up, and he'll skate out to center ice. Beniers across the center line, and he'll just flip it on in. Kent Johnson goes in on the forecheck. He had the opening goal tonight. Michigan at center ice. Backhanded on in by Jay Karanen. Now Moyle and Van Wy, they're out there with Raby. Raby takes the puck away in the corner, then Arizona State gets it right back. Now they're showing a little bit of speed, trying to stretch the ice laterally. Down the left wing side, Karanen goes in for a hit. Truscott out there as well, jammed away in the corner. Michigan picks it up, and they'll carry it on out. Here comes Moyle. He banks it left wing side, trying to use his speed to go around the defenseman. Hickey can't do so. Hickey took a good angle towards that check. Now a cross-ice pass is flipped off a Michigan stick and into the Wolverine bench.
Yeah, these past 2 minutes, you're seeing a little bit of fight out of these Sun Devils. I mean, after you get a big hold on the power play, come out, dump the puck in, keep possession, and if that's, you got to muddy this game up if you're Arizona State. You're not as talented. You got to muddy this game up and get your guys like Johnny Walker, get him some shots.
And Michigan wins that face-off in the center ice area, which is where the puck had been tipped when it flew into the Michigan bench. Owen Powers out there for Michigan right now with Nick Blankenberg. Power going down towards the net front. We've seen him move around a little bit. There's a shot from Jimmy Lambert. Arizona State might have numbers the other way. 3-on-2 potentially, but Michigan's back checkers get back very, very well there and nullify any chance. The puck kind of goes through the crease. Power picks it up, and he'll try and lead a rush coming the other way. The 6'5" defenseman brings Michigan on in. Morgan tried to center to Power. His backhand pass across to Jimmy Lambert. Lambert in the circle. Skates across up to the top. Lambert waits, takes a shot through traffic. That one blocked down. Now puck comes free, and Pearson's got it in the slot to Morgan. A shot, quick save by Brady. And now Arizona State will have a chance to bring it on out to center ice. They're going to need to get a wholesale change after Michigan puts some more chances on net, 13-4. Mann turns that puck over to an ASU forechecker, gets back to his net. There's a shot he sees all the way, despite some people in his vision. And he grabs it with the glove for a whistle. 6:08 to go in the first period. Still 1-0 Michigan.
Yeah, I love the speed of Michigan. They're just playing really well, getting the puck in the zone, using their forecheck, forcing some turnovers. And man, almost a risky play down on the other end as O'Reilly stole that. But no harm, no foul.
And Michigan wins that draw, 2 man's left. They've been very good at quickly exiting the zone. Then some big hits right there along the blue line. Arizona State will carry it back in. Couldn't find the puck, though, as it was at the feet of a few players. Under 6 minutes remaining, Michigan gets it out. They've had by far the better chances as shots are 13-5, and they've got the 1 goal. Pretty phenomenal goaltending so far from Arizona State's Cole Brady to keep it 1-0. We'll see if Michigan can put the pedal the foot right back on the pedal. Bringing it on up is just a single skater for Arizona State, Mancinelli. And there's a shot that...
little skirmish
in front. Looks like it saved by Mann, and then some pushing and shoving after the whistle. 5:25 to go. And you expect a Sun Devil team to come back and battle a little bit after what happened yesterday. They had a winning record last season. We're going to make the tournament before the coronavirus hit, and I mean, this was expected. Show a little bit more fire after yesterday's 8-1 shellacking. Michigan wins that draw again, and they exit out right again. Here comes Beniers using his speed, cutting to the front. He came in tight, ran into the netminder. No whistle, though. Play continues. But again, we see the speed of Michigan's players right there crashing the net. Then an active stick from Beniers to help come back the other direction. Play continues. I think someone heard a sort of whistle sound. Players stopped for a moment, then play continues. Michigan in their own end, knifed on out, or looked like it did for a second. And now finally they do get it free. Beniers comes in left wing side. Good stick in the way from an ASU defenseman up along the boards. Becker digs it free. He's going to take a quick shot. Brady gets the pad down. Battled for in the corner. Becker holds it in. Pearson from the top flips it on down low. Johnson watches it. Michigan will back off and let Arizona State exit as they get fresh bodies out there. James Sanchez in the center ice area sends it deep. Owen Power battling around in the corner. Michigan skates out the other direction. Here comes Garrett Van Wy, or is that Karanen cutting to the middle? Regardless, there's a shot that just went wide. No, it was Van Wy. Another chance. I mean, even the ones that don't hit the net are very, very close. Arizona State comes in quickly to negate a potential icing. Michigan carries it out. This hectic play continues. End-to-end rushes. 4 minutes remaining in the period. Down towards the net front, Nolan Moyle tried to direct it back towards his line mate, Raby. Raby's behind the net. Battled for with Moyle. Arizona State trying to get it free. Van Wy ties up his man, and then finally the Sun Devils do get it free, and a great stick there from Keaton Pearson to deny potential numbers the other way for Arizona State. Pearson comes on up. He takes a high rising shot that's pushed aside, and now a whistle's coming. There might be a penalty coming on Michigan. I think Lambert might be going to the box. Yeah, and this is the game plan Arizona State's wanted. They're rallying behind their goaltender after that penalty kill, the 5-on-3 kill. Or maybe not. It looks like an offsides, perhaps. Oh. It was close. They definitely were pointing at somebody. I guess they say Lambert came in a little too quick there. Regardless, Michigan will do the draw, and Arizona State wins that one. Shots now 15-6 in favor of the Wolverines. Lambert takes that one away in the neutral zone area. And Brisson sends it on in. Beecher goes in behind. Battled for. Nice stick there in the way by Brisson. Trying to pry it free. Now it dribbles back out to center ice. Lambert flips it up in the area of Beecher. This is going to be an icing. And we'll have a face-off in the Michigan end. 3:05 to go in the first period.
Yeah, and you're looking right now, if you're Michigan, continue to keep that pressure on. And Arizona State continue to work using your goaltender and starting to push stuff into Michigan zone and really muddy up this game, as I've been saying.
Arizona State would love to get a really good scoring chance and potentially even it up before the end of the first period, in a period they've definitely been outplayed in yet again. There's a shot from the point that rings just wide. Mann let the net get open for a second. Another try slid through the crease. Now still in the corner, it's that tough left corner that we struggle to see from our vantage point. The puck has come out of the zone now. Pearson goes back in his own end to carry it across to York. Haven't seen as much from Cam York yet in this game. Now pass across. Here comes Johnny Beecher. Beecher takes a shot, easily blockered aside by Brady, but Beecher's big body doing some great work to corral the puck. Then a shot from Jay Karanen goes wide. Philip Lapointe onto the ice. Beecher goes off. Michigan just continues forechecking even while they're in the middle of a change. Karanen holds the puck in at the point. It's tipped around in the air, lands at the feet of Philip Lapointe. Lapointe checked, and then we have a quick whistle, trying to see what it's going to be. Might have been played with the high stick. We'll see. Get a new puck in, and I think this is going to come into the Arizona State end, and it will. I mean, Michigan in that play, Beecher was the lone forechecker there. He outmuscled three guys to the puck, kept the play alive as new bodies came on, and now again, another offensive zone draw. The referees are saying something about Luke Morgan, his positioning in the faceoff. Bordelot wins it back. He's been great in the faceoff tonight for Michigan. Blankenberg grabs it. He skates down around, tries to wrap it around, couldn't do so. Now he skates 360 through the entire zone, flips it over to Bordelot. Now Bordelot will try to cut through the middle, can't do that, and Arizona State easily knocks it away. College Stick's a little bit too quick for that one, but regardless, Arizona State now in their own zone. Michigan gets another change, and ASU still can't get it out after doing so just briefly. And now skating behind his own net is Nick Sandu. Backhand pass, banks off the boards, down the ice. No icing, they say. Owen Power wins the battle. Confident backhand pass to Blankenberg. Now it rims up the ice, and here come Michigan the other way. Dug out and then flipped down out by Jack Becker. ASU zone, oh boy, ugly pass there, but Michigan couldn't quite capitalize. Puck still in the offensive zone, though. Kent Johnson took it away. Now he's got it down towards the goal line.
With the amount of talent Michigan has, I just love their fight in their opposing zone right now, just continuing to fight and play scrappy.
Great pass by Johnson. Another try on the backhand. Two chances for Jack Becker there. Now Johnson takes a shot. Beniers down behind the net. Check applied. Now Beniers is going to skate around with it. Tries to get to the net front. Can't quite tuck it in. Now Becker, his shot is denied. It stays there for Kent Johnson, though. Kent Johnson weaves through the middle. Tries to go through the skates of an ASU defender. Did so partially. Now to Becker. Becker up at the top. Under 1 minute to go in the period. Michigan holds it in with York at the top. Beniers down behind. Tries to find Kent Johnson. Those two pressed up against the boards. Beniers kicks the puck. Jack Becker, his shot goes wide of the net. Now Cam York. York skates down low. He's got Beniers out there. Michigan still getting new bodies. York looks a little tired as he turns around. Now he'll get some room. 15 seconds left in the period. Finds Beniers down below. Pass to the slot. And Johnson fanned on it. Michigan holds it in. Pearson down low. Beniers pass to the middle. There's a shot. They score! 5 seconds left. And Eric Ciccolini puts it in. You knew it was going to come after 2 minutes of extended pressure there. Ciccolini, beautiful pass, and Michigan's up 2-0.
Yes, we did. What a last 3 minutes from Michigan, just continuing to force some turnovers and play into the zone. Their forechecking was awesome, and it led to a big goal as Michigan takes a 2-0 lead.
And with just 5 seconds to go in the period, that'll give Michigan an extra pep in their step. In a period, they outshoot Arizona State 17-6. They got 2 goals in the first period yesterday. Arizona State's got a little more fight today, but the difference on the scoreboard isn't going to be much, nor in the shot column. Michigan wins that draw And Truscott will go back behind his own net as the time expires, and another dominant period from this Michigan team. Any thoughts overall in that frame?
Yeah, so I thought to start, you look at Arizona State, they were behind the 8-ball with that 1-0 deficit, but then they rallied behind Brady a little bit, but then Michigan, they used their talent, they used their fight, they used their scrappiness to take that 2-0 lead and really dominate the end of those last 5 minutes.
Yeah, so Michigan thumps ASU in that first period and take a 2-0 lead into the break. With that, we will sign off for about 10 minutes, and we'll be back in just a little bit for the second period. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Yost Ice Arena for the second period between Michigan and Arizona State. We've got about 2.5 minutes before puck drop, waiting for the players to come back out. I'm Alex Strange, joined by Matthew Levy. Michigan leads 2-0 after one period. And Matthew, what did you see in that first period?
Yeah, I saw a team in Michigan that just looked more talented and used their speed to their advantage. You saw Arizona State rally after they had that big stop, and I thought if they were to go into the locker room 1-0, that would have been a win for Arizona State. But then on the other side, Michigan came back, dominated that last 5 minutes, and got the second goal.
Yeah, Michigan in that first period scored 2 goals. They led the shot column 17-6. Strauss-Mann perfect in his 6 shot attempts. Cole Brady was pretty darn good for ASU, stopping 15 of 17 shots, but just overwhelmed by the chances the Wolverines got. And Michigan tallies twice, once very early in the period and once right at the end. Kent Johnson scored 2.5 minutes into the frame, assists to Bordelot and Jack Becker. And then right at the end of the period, Eric Ciccolini scored with 5 seconds to go. Assists to Matty Beniers, his first assist of the season after 2 goals yesterday, and Keaton Pearson gets the other assist. Michigan leads 2-0. Wolverines entered this weekend number 12 in the rankings, Arizona State number 15. This was going to be an interesting litmus test of the Michigan team with so much talent coming in. They've passed it through 4 periods this weekend. We'll see how period number 5 goes upcoming, and for Arizona State, they're going to have to reach deep and find something they have not shown so far this weekend to try and repel these Michigan skaters.
Yes, they are, and they got to keep rallying behind that goaltender. Brady, his first start as a freshman, impressed in that middle, but then got unlucky with that second goal. We'll see what happens here in the second period. Look for Michigan to continue to use their speed and keep pucks in Arizona State zone.
Michigan scored 4 times in the second period yesterday. That was when they got half of their goals, and we'll see if they can keep that up here in this second period. They flip ends, and so Strauss-Mann will be in the end closest to us. Michigan will be attacking the other direction. Mann in his crease. Eric Portillo not seen yet in this weekend. Portillo, draft pick of Buffalo. A lot of questions about when he'll get to play because Strauss-Mann obviously returning Big Ten goaltender of the year. Michigan will play again Thursday and Friday night in Madison against the Badgers. That'll be 4 games in 7 days in total once those get underway, so perhaps we'll see Portillo then. Also, big news out of the Big Ten Hockey Conference. Dylan Holloway, star centerman for the Badgers, is going to the World Junior Camp for Team Canada, which means he'll be missing several weeks of the Wisconsin season in hopes to play for his country at the World Juniors in December. That was the same tournament that there was a kerfuffle about Owen Power not getting to go to that. Mel Pearson did not allow him to leave Michigan to attend that camp. So, interesting shakeup. Power's out there right now as we begin the second period. Wolverines win the draw, and they chip it on deep. The Van Wy, Moyle, and Raby line are out there. Puck in the corner, battled for, and then Arizona State flips it on out. This will go down and be an icing if Michigan wins the battle, and Blankenburg does. Just 24 seconds gone here in the second.
I want to see Arizona State dump some more pucks in and really control the possession a little bit and muddy this game up like they did in the middle of that in that first period. If they can do that, maybe keep it at 2-0, maybe get a goal, 2-1, going in the third. That would be the ideal scenario.
Thomas Bordelot wins another faceoff for Michigan. A quick shot by, trying to see who that was. I think it might have been Brisson that took the shot. It was blocked down. Arizona State goes back the other direction. Cam York uses his strength to get that puck up to his skaters, and here they come. Brisson and Bordelot. Lambert as the trailer. Bordelot leaves it behind to Brisson. Didn't quite see it. Now Lambert comes up to help him. Throws it towards the net front. Bordelot pass across to Lambert in the corner. Muscled off the puck. Really strong check there. ASU defenseman. That one flipped back down the ice the other way. Another rush. And Cam York will just win the race against Kuzmantzis. And another icing on the Ice Devils. Michigan will put fresh bodies out there, and we will see Luke Morgan with LaPointe and Ciccolini. Ciccolini scoring the goal at the end of that frame. Face-off won by ASU. Then LaPointe goes after him in the corner and does a good job to win the battle. They throw it to the net front, battled around. Now LaPointe picks it back up at the corner. He's got Keranen at the top if he wants him. Instead, he'll rim it around the other direction. Michigan's forecheckers will do some work, and then Arizona State able to get it out of the zone, relieve the pressure for just a moment. LaPointe almost playing like a defenseman back there behind his own net to help Strauss-Mann try and get this puck free. ASU comes down. Kuzmantzis in the corner, flipped up in the air. Now Morgan snags it. Knocked off the puck, though. Has to get some help coming over from Jacob Truscott. Morgan's tied up, and Arizona State showing a little bit of fight right now. Here's a shot that comes in on Mann, but he'll grab it like between the glove and the pads right there for a shot of the period for Arizona State. We got to call Philip LaPointe's name quite a bit on that shift. For those unfamiliar, Philip LaPointe is indeed the son of Martin LaPointe, longtime NHLer and former Detroit Red Wing. Won 2 cups here in the state of Michigan in 1997 and 98. Not sure where Philip was raised, but he chose to come back to his state his father played many years in. One of several players with NHL lineage on this Michigan team. Matty Beniers carries it out. Here comes the Beniers, Becker, and Johnson line. Johnson on the left wing side to Beniers in the center and Becker on the right wing side. They already get it straight up into the offensive zone after winning that faceoff. Now pass from Owen Power across. That's Blankenberg, right circle. Shot went high and over top of Brady's catching glove. Now in the corner. Beniers tries to get it to Johnson. Looked like the referee was in the way of that pass. Now up along the boards. Power holds it in at the point. Power skates down to the middle. Power comes right in. He takes a shot off the body. Battled for around the side of the net. Johnson and Beniers whacking away at it. Now back to Power at the top. Throws on the brakes across to Blankenberg. Wiggles skating towards his left now. A quick little spin move. Directs it down towards the corner. Now curling with it is Kent Johnson. Those fancy dangles down to the right circle. Now Johnson waits. Now we'll just pass it behind himself to Beniers. He loves to do that no-look behind-the-back pass. Now here's a giveaway towards Johnson for a second. Couldn't quite corral it. Arizona State gets it back. They skate on out with it, but that's another 30 or 45 seconds of zone time for Michigan. And just like that, Arizona State's just changing as Pearson comes skating right back up at the big block M. Wings it down the ice. Rattles around the boards in the corner. Sun Devils get to it. Pass along the side. Bordelot pinching up. Arizona State comes on in. Cam York along the boards. Battled for, now down behind. Pearson watches. There's a shot from the point, and Mann sees it all the way. Grabs it with the glove. Shots now 19-8 in favor of Michigan. 3:27 gone in the frame.
A little more action for Mr. Mann in net, but he's held up pretty well so far. No clean sheet, which is always nice to see. I mean, he's only faced 8 shots through a period and a little bit, so.
Face-off won back by the Sun Devils. There's a shot that bounces off some bodies. Now in the neutral zone, Arizona State picks it up, banks it along the boards. Mann comes out and just hands it off to Keaton Pearson. Pearson will pass it to Thomas Bordelot. When we were talking about LaPointe having NHL blood, Bordelot does as well, a third-generation NHL prospect. His grandfather played for the Canucks in the 70s, his father for the Canadiens in the 90s. Bordelot, a draft pick in the second round of the San Jose Sharks in this year's NHL draft. Cam York skates up with it. York through the center ice area into the offensive zone, tries to tuck it in the side on Cole Brady, denied from doing so. Behind the net, Brendan Brisson turned away. York holds it in at the point, fires it wide, rattles around. Jimmy Lambert's got it. Lambert gets taken down. No call. Bordelot skates around into the left circle. Now up towards the top. Bordelot waits, curls around with it again. Now to the right circle. Bordelot cutting in towards the net. Couldn't get a shot off. He continues to hold the puck up to Truscott at the point. His shot goes just wide. He's got a hard slap shot. We saw a little bit of it yesterday, and you could hear the sound off the end boards of Jacob Truscott's stick. Truscott, a draft pick himself in the 5th round of this year's NHL draft. Now he's got it behind his own net, up towards Van Wy. Moyle will nudge it forward for the centerman, junior out of Seattle, Washington. He comes in on Brady, battles for it, wins the puck battle against 2 men in maroon. Now he gets some help from Moyle. Puck comes straight, battle for, loose in front of the net. Moyle jams away at it, and they can't quite slide it in, but the Moyle-Raby-Van Wy line, now in their third year of playing together at Michigan, continue to do good work for the Wolverines without some of the skilled talent you see throughout the rest of the lineup. Now the neutral zone, Arizona State comes on in. James Sanchez drives hard, puck is free, but Walker couldn't get his stick on it. Now Walker's got it, he flips it up just high and over top the net. First good chances in a while for Arizona State. Blankenberg flips it up to Van Wy. Michigan's going to have some numbers coming out the other direction, though. Trying to find Owen Power in the middle. Just tipped off the tape and back down. Finally starting to see that top line for the Sun Devils show a little bit of life. Created in a chance by James Sanchez himself. Owen Power in the corner. Power across. Pushed down from behind was Luke Morgan. Ciccolini picks it up. Ciccolini skates up, directs it around the boards. LaPointe in the corner. 5-man scrum. Luke Morgan watches, and now he'll receive the puck as LaPointe did well to dig it out. Pearson flips it down behind. LaPointe across to Ciccolini. Ciccolini lays it to Luke Morgan. Morgan pinned up hard there by an Arizona State defenseman, and now finally they get to it, flipped all the way down the ice. This will be an icing if Pearson can win the battle. Actually, it didn't roll far enough. Pearson did win the battle, though, got checked up hard, directed it towards York. Now it flips on back out. Battle for, and Kent Johnson almost was able to pry that free and have a potential breakaway. 7 minutes gone now in the second period. That puck flips into the benches, and we will have the first commercial timeout.
Feels like every 50-50 puck, Michigan's winning, especially in their offensive zone. They've been very good at getting some shots off, controlling the puck. But you saw some life, as you said, about that Arizona State line. Walker, Sanchez, Doogie trying to get some opportunities for Arizona State.
Actually, no commercial timeout. They did not go to an under 15 timeout like they did in the first period. They're just going to keep rolling. Face-off won by Arizona State. That shot blocked off York's body. I think it came in off sides. When we talk about that first line, James Sanchez, a big part of it. He was a part of Michigan's Frozen Four team back in 2017-18 as a bottom line player. Went to Arizona State for more playing time, has revitalized his career, but something I was thinking about yesterday, there's only a few players left on the roster who would even remember James Sanchez at Michigan. This is a very young Wolverines team. Only Dakota Raby, as well as Michael Pastajov, who's not in the lineup tonight, would potentially remember when Sanchez was at Michigan a long time ago, and Jack Becker as well. Those were the three. Becker, Pastajov, because everybody else, I mean, even Luke Morgan, who's now a senior, he was a transfer, was not on that team as a player. Now here comes Beniers, skates right in, a nice toe drag to create a chance. Could not do so now. Kent Johnson wiggles around with it in the offensive zone. We've seen Johnson and Beniers go to work so well in this game so far and yesterday. Becker leaves it off. York skates on down, just leaves it behind. Curling around with it is Kent Johnson. York to Matty Beniers. Now back around to Johnson. Johnson leaves it behind for York. York in the right circle, cuts towards the net, tries to cut it to the forehand. Can't do so. Flipped out. Brisson sends it deep, and now Michigan's just going to go off. They're going to relent the pressure a little bit to get some new bodies out there, but the Lions continue to win their battles every single time. Jay Karanen in the lineup for the injured Jack Summers. We do not assume that Summers' injury is particularly severe, as he was listed as a game-time decision on the lineup. Karanen slides into the lineup, though. Now in the corner, Brisson to Karanen at the top. Karanen skates across, feeds his man Bordelot. Bordelot's shot went off the shin pad of Thomas Hickey, who was right in front of him. Karanen, Truscott. That one flipped off the stick. And now down behind the Michigan net, Karanen, a good firm check on his man. Truscott, pass across to Lambert, now up to Bordelot. We love to see Bordelot work in open ice. His shot, that's another shot that's blocked off an ASU body. They're doing a good job just staying in front of Bordelot right now. That one pinballs down all the way, and it'll be an icing face-off in the ASU end. 10:48 to go.
Much slower period to start. A lot of dump-ins, a lot of hitting, a lot of forecheck, but no goals as we are almost halfway through the second period.
Michigan out shooting Arizona State 6-2 in the second period, 23-8 now for the game. Similar story to yesterday when I believe it was 37-15 with the shots in yesterday's contest. Van Wy do the face-off. He wins it. Dakota Raby's got it. Raby down behind the net, tries to wrap it around, jams it in. No, just holding on to the post was Cole Brady there. Owen Power comes back in his own end as the puck had a hard ricochet down the ice. Power harassed by a really nice forecheck work from Arizona State's forwards there. Now long pass up. Moyle's got a potential rush and a great diving defensive effort from Wilson from behind. But Michigan's got offensive zone time. Tried to center it. Couldn't quite find Owen Power. Power down towards the goal line. Tries to get it in front. Battled for Van Wy. Couldn't jam it home. He's just right in the crease waiting for an opportunity. Now Power towards Blankenberg. Van Wy, a hard check, knocks his man down, wins the edge to the puck, but then finally Arizona State able to get it on out. Puck rattles around. Power lost his leverage. Blankenberg got dumped from behind by James Sanchez. That's going to be boarding on Sanchez, and now he threw the puck in the area of the man he hit, Blankenberg. Power came in afterwards to just sort of rough him up, and then if this stands, it will be boarding on Sanchez. Hard hit from behind on Blankenberg, who went face first into the boards. If it stands, this will be a Michigan power play, and it does appear that will be the case. And so now Michigan, their first power play looked pretty good. We'll see what they can do here. Michigan had a 5-on-3 for about a minute, and then a 5-on-4 for another minute after that. They got a ton of shots on those opportunities. Brady stood tall. We'll see what they can do after this, finally, the commercial timeout. The good old hockey game song sounds. Both teams at their benches.
Yeah, let's see Michigan use their speed, cycle the puck around the point, and get some shots, because they were great on their last one except for scoring and getting the puck in the net. Can they put the puck in the net here and really advance this league and start to open this game up?
Strauss-Mans now faced 8 shots halfway through this game. I think he will be very content if this season consists of him facing only 15 or so shots per game. He faced 16 last night. He's at 8 halfway through the game almost exactly. Sanchez sits in the box, and Michigan will put their power play unit out there. We'll see who the faces are. Looks like it'll be York, Lambert, Bordelot, Brisson, and I think Beniers is the other man down there in the corner, trying to see. He's obscured from our vision. Bordelot won the draw, but he won it way too much all the way down the ice, and York will go back to pick it up. York plays it over to Jimmy Lambert. Lambert behind himself to York. ASU this time going with very active forechecking. Sandu's out there and just aggressively harassing Michigan and doing well at it right now. Now York up to Bordelot, and here's where you can see the speed go to work. Bordelot into the offensive zone. They'll try to set it up. Brisson, Bordelot, try to get it to the net front. Couldn't quite get it to Lambert, who lost his stick. York holds it in. Now Lambert's got his stick back. Bordelot, pass across, the shot just goes wide. Now York at the point. Flips it around. Here's Lambert. Now pass across. Shot by Brisson and a save by Brady. They love to get Brisson in the circle there for those one-time chances.
And if you're going to press, Michigan's going to make you pay. They almost use their speed all the way for a great chance. A nice save for Brady. But you love the way Michigan's playing on this power play, completely dominating the puck. No signs of life from this Arizona State defense on the penalty kill. So keep it up, Michigan.
This will be second unit out there now. Beniers, Johnson, Power, Blankenberg, and Becker. They'll have Becker go to the net front. Power will rove around the zone, and you'll have Beniers and Johnson on the wings, presumably. Beniers wins that draw. Michigan now will set it up. Pass down low. They try to get it to Becker in front. Ended up landing in Brady's lap, and he'll hang on. Another quick whistle, and we'll do another face-off. Looks like Cam York is getting some medical treatment on the bench. We see him on the Jumbotron, like patching up his face a little bit. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, hopefully he's okay.
9:02 to go in the second period. Now 1:12 still remaining in the Michigan power play. They lead 2-0. Becker digs it out as Michigan won another faceoff. Beniers winning that one. Beniers down low to Becker. Now across Beniers, tried to center for Johnson, couldn't quite hit him. Blankenberg comes down to help Michigan retain possession. He gives it over to Captain Jack. Jack Becker throws it in front where Power was slithering down, couldn't get the stick on it. Now Arizona State clears, and they'll get some fresh bodies out there. Beniers to it first, hands it off to the gigantic defenseman Owen Power. Here he comes, getting to see that speed through the middle. Across the center line to the blue line. Pass across, now to Beniers at the top. Beniers curls with it at the point. Blankenberg down into the circle. Can't see who's that with the puck. I think it's Johnson. Johnson back to Blankenberg. Blankenberg pass into the circle. That's Power. Power waits with it. Down low. Now to Becker in the slot. His shot and a good save by Brady. 12 seconds remain in the power play.
Another opportunity, and now up to 26 shots. Michigan completely dominating this game, and another plus for them, which was a problem last game. No penalties here in the second period. You gotta love that.
Yeah, Michigan playing clean so far in this frame, and I mean, again, none of these power play shots are going in, but these are grade A scoring chances you'll take every time. Brady continues to keep Arizona State in the game, even though they're still down 2-0. Just no signs of life from the ASU offense. That clearing attempt off the faceoff lands in the bench of Arizona State. They'll do it again. Now only 8 seconds remain. Michigan's put out the Garrett Van Wy line, basically acknowledging that the power play is about to end. Put the more defensive players out there. Van Wy from Seattle, Washington, made a list last year as the best college hockey player from the state of Washington, in part because he's one of the only college hockey players from the state of Washington. You presume that will change in the coming years when the Seattle Kraken start to make their name known in the Seattle area, added to the NHL in a year. There's a pass across as Michigan controls off the draw. Pearson, and that deflects off a stick. Sanchez out of the box. ASU back to even strength. Johnny Walker skates in. His shot blocked by Cam York. Did a good job to get low, take away a shooting angle. Pearson over to Van Wy. He banks it off the glass, and it ricochets on down. Walker picks it up, skates in with it. He's got Duguay to the side, gives it to him. Sean Duguay, the 5'3" transfer from Wisconsin. And Walker's down, and now some pushing and shoving. Punches are being thrown between Van Wy and I think James Sanchez. Would not have predicted Sanchez to be at the center of some battling going on. Walker got taken down. There wasn't a penalty called, to my knowledge, for whatever brought him down to the ice, but there will probably be penalties, and Van Wy's already headed off to the box for what happened after this. I think they're probably going to put Sanchez in too, just to do 4-on-4. Both get penalties for the altercation after the play, but it did not appear there was a penalty coming for how Walker went down. I didn't see exactly how he went down. Here we'll see a replay on TV. Walker got hit by Van Wy, but that's not a penalty. Van Wy just hip-checked him, and he went down.
The Arizona State bench was screaming, but I agree with you. I don't think there was any sort of penalty or illegal hit.
We saw a charging earlier, but, he had just lost the puck, and Van Wy comes across, hits him in the body. The referee's still sorting it out, talking with the captains.
Looks like Wilson was complaining, so we'll see.
Yep, so 4-on-4, they're going to give Van Wy, I believe they said cross-checking, and then Sanchez for after the play stuff. Regardless, it's going to be a 4-on-4. The Arizona State bench continues to be aggravated. 7:21 to go.
The faceoff will be in Michigan zone. So
Bordelot will do the draw out there with Luke Morgan. Fair bit of speed between those two players. Arizona State controls the puck along the boards. Morocco laid it down towards the goal line. Sandu couldn't get on it. Now Michigan will get it just out of the zone. Jay Karanen skates out to help push it on out. We have 1:40 remaining in the 4-on-4s. A little more ice. You'd expect Michigan's speed to help open that up, but you also have to expect that there's going to be more urgency from the Sun Devils moving forward. Michigan brings it out to center ice. Here comes Eric Ciccolini, who's on. Ciccolini skates in. He takes a shot. That was deflected off of Luke Morgan. It pinballed towards the net. And there will be a whistle. Face-off in Arizona State's end. 6:42 to go in the period.
At what point for Arizona State do you stop condensing your defense and get some chances and use those defensemen in the opposite zone? It's going to be a question. You want to keep it 2-0 through 2, so maybe you start to open it up in the beginning of the third period. You
have to roll the dice at some point, but on the other hand, Michigan's just got playmakers that will kill you if you start ceding A-plus chances repeatedly. Arizona State wins that draw. A couple face-off wins in a row. Lambert out there with Bordelot on the forwards. Blankenberg and Power, the defensive group, in the 4-on-4 play. Now Bordelot's to it. Bordelot takes a bad angle shot that just glances off the body of Brady. Now Walker spins that one deep. Power will go after it. That'll be an icing. So far in the first 2 games, all eyes on Owen Power. Projected top 5 pick in the 2021 NHL draft, potentially as high as number 1, depending on how this season goes. And he's looked good so far, shown the mobility, moving around the zone. Intelligent offensive play. Hasn't been asked to do a ton defensively because Arizona State's had little life in the offensive end. But past the early tests so far, Sun Devils win another draw off the icing. They carry it into the offensive end. Judson sends it deep. Now Power gets crunched on the hit from Walker. He looks to be okay. Blankenberg pass up to Lambert, lays it off to Bordelot. Now they find Power, the trailer. He waits with it, back to Bordelot. The Michigan players just move all around the zone. And now Bordelot turns it over. Here comes Lambert. Lambert pass to Bordelot. His shot, he just fanned on it. A great chance there set up. 15 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Blankenberg down towards the net. That's where Bordelot's waiting. He gets hit from behind. And now some whistles come as something happened behind the play. I think we're going to have Blankenberg going off for a penalty. Might have brought down, I think that's Walker, who's now on his knees again after being down just a few moments ago. And we'll see what the referees have to say. So it's going to be a cross-check on Blankenberg and a diving or embellishment penalty on Johnny Walker. Will stay in the 4-on-4. Well, actually, we'll do 7 seconds. It will be 4-on-4. I think, are they going to go to 3-on-3? I'm trying to see how they're going to do this because we were just in the 4-on-4, now matching penalties. I'm not exactly sure what the NCAA rule is. It looks like we will stay 4-on-4 just for an extra, now 2 more minutes and 7 seconds. Beniers won the draw back, but Sun Devils are first to it. 2 seconds, 1. Extra bodies come out. Both teams back to full strength, so they'll just play 5-on-5. York now to LaPointe. LaPointe tried to hand it off behind himself. Beniers didn't see the pass. Arizona State comes through the middle, intercepted. Ciccolini with the puck, knocked off it for a second. Harassed there. LaPointe waits with it. Flips it towards Beniers. Bunch of bodies collide right at the Michigan blue line. Pearson carries it out. Still 2-0 Wolverines. Under 5 minutes to go here in this period. Wings around the boards. Cam York. Now down towards LaPointe. In that corner, they all scrum away at it. Puck comes free for a second. Raby. 4 bodies down behind the Arizona State net. Now a scrum in the corner. That's the corner we struggle to see. Looks like Michigan still has the pucks. More bodies down there along the boards. Now finally, the players in maroon will carry it out. Pass across through the middle. There's a shot that just went wide of the far post. Man got a small piece of it. Now back into the Sun Devil end. They whack it away and flip it on down the ice. Not far enough for an icing. Jay Karanen to it. Karanen at the blue line. Now up to Kent Johnson. Johnson will try to slither a pass through to Beniers. Couldn't quite hit him. More active sticks in the way. Arizona State doing a decent job to just take away some grade A scoring chances right now. Still not doing much to generate their own, though. Shots 28-9 Wolverines. 3:35 to go in the second period. Michigan 2, Arizona State nothing. Karanen a nice check there as ASU carries it on in. Beniers doing well to go back in his own end and help out along the boards. Becker, and it squibs out all the way down the ice. I think that was an ASU pass, so no icing. Becker chases him down behind Sun Devil net. Michigan holds it in. Beniers takes it away. Left wing circles, pass in front, and Becker was in the crease. Couldn't tuck it home. That'll be shot 29, save 27 for Brady. Mann plays the puck. Power's got it. Blankenberg's still in the box, so Power right now is paired with Cam York. Power carries it out. Backhand pass to Johnson, and now Kent Johnson will go back behind his own net, starting to see the ASU forecheck developing. Cam York will lead the rush down the right wing side. He's got speed into the offensive zone. York tries to cut out front. Good defensive play there from Arizona State's Jansen's right there. Sun Devils come the other direction. Power, nice firm check. Breeson carries it out. Oh, lost the puck. Gave it right away. Arizona State feebly throws it towards the net. Didn't come in on Mann. There's a shot. Tipped down in front. And it goes just out front of the blue paint. Mann didn't see it. If anybody could have been there, they would have had an empty net. But nobody was. Now Power, they've got a man breaking free if they can hit him. Oh, and they just missed Beniers' stick. And he had a breakaway cutting through the middle. Couldn't get the feed on the tape. Bordelot battles away at it. He jams it free. Sun Devils battle for it. Now puck rims back down around. Now under 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Puck gets on Van Wy's stick. Now across. Keaton Pearson at the top. There's a shot and a save by Cole Brady. Van Wy, Moyle to the circle. Cuts around with it. Backhand pass across. Shot goes wide of the net. Keaton Pearson with the puck. He's traveling all around the zone right now. Jumping up as a defenseman. Now hands it off. Now pass in front. There's a shot. Van Wy on the pass from Moyle. Couldn't tuck it free. Pearson holds it in. Back towards Raby. Now down in the direction of Moyle along the boards. Arizona State will finally get it out of the zone, but only temporarily. Now Raby comes on up. Raby skates towards the circle. Backhand shot, high and rising. Another try battled for, trying to get it to him. Raby, another shot. That one just high and over top of the net. Here's Karanen. Michigan continues to have chances. Karanen rips a shot wide. Battled for in that far corner. Two players in the scrum. Michigan digs it free. Truscott at the top. Truscott takes a shot. Deflected aside by a body. Karanen down behind the net. It is all Michigan right now. Moyle with the puck. Battled for along the boards. Digging it free. Michigan's getting new bodies on. That's Eric Ciccolini. His shot right in on Brady, who hangs on with the body. That'll be shot 33 for Michigan. Still 2-0 though. 20 seconds left in the period.
Yeah, you see, similar story to the first period except without the goals. Arizona State generates something with that forecheck. They start to press a little bit. Then Michigan comes right back and dominates the past 2 minutes. Great work, forecheck, working, taking advantage of turnovers. Maybe they could put one in the net with 20 seconds to go.
Arizona State tried to counterpunch a little bit a few minutes ago, and then Michigan just overwhelming them again here in the final couple minutes. That was the same story in the first period. Michigan scored with 5 seconds left. We'll see if they can do that here. 20.5 up on the Jumbotron. Luke Morgan attempts the draw, and it then just kind of filters into the corner. Sun Devils dig it free. York flips it around. Blankenberg's got it. 11 seconds left. We'll see if Michigan can get one last rush. Blankenberg's pass, though, intercepted. He'll just dump it on in. Ciccolini will go after it. Not enough time, though. Sun Devils 2 at first. 2 seconds, 1. That'll do it for the second period. For the first time this season, Michigan is held scoreless in a period. Was not for a lack of shots, though, and there's some more altercations in the corner. Michigan in that period 16-3 the shot total. Cole Brady standing tall for Arizona State, but Michigan continues to dominate.
Yes, they have, and they will continue to do that, it feels like. But got to give a lot of credit to this freshman goaltender, Cole Brady, playing really well. 16 saves in that period, so we'll see what happens here in the third. When does Arizona State open it up and start to press a little bit? They did it a little bit in the end of the second period.
They are 20 minutes away from facing a weekend sweep at the hands of Michigan here in Ann Arbor. 12 minutes for the intermission put up on the scoreboard again, and we will sign off for about a 10-minute break, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Welcome back to the third period of action between Michigan and Arizona State from Yost Ice Arena. I'm Alex Strain, joined by Matthew Levy here for the third period. Michigan leads 2-0 over Arizona State. Those 2 goals coming in the first period. Michigan continues to relentlessly press in the Arizona State zone. Did not produce a goal in that period, but they still have been playing pretty well through 2.
Yeah, I mean, this game should be, I think, 4 or 5-0. The way Michigan has played, dominating the shot count, 33-9. They're just looking like the better team, using their speed, using the forecheck to their advantage. And Arizona State's just rallying around their goaltender, Cole Brady. First ever start. He's played really well so far.
Michigan going for the sweep of Arizona State. They're playing the Sun Devils because Arizona State's an independent, and they agreed to play each Big Ten team 4 times during this season. The Big Ten will otherwise just play each other. Arizona State was not accepted into the conference, though. They're just playing technically non-conference. Then Michigan's conference slate will begin this weekend, coming weekend against Wisconsin. But Arizona State last year was a solid team. They were in position to make the NCAA tournament, and I think you could see with some of that physicality there at the end of the period, some frustration setting in for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, and I'm going to see if they open it up a little bit. You started to see it with about 3 minutes ago. They started to forecheck a little bit more and push guys into the Michigan zone. So how long does Arizona State do that? How much do they pressure? That could lead to some grade A+ chances from Michigan because of their speed.
Michigan and Arizona State now coming back out onto the ice. Arizona State wearing the gray and maroon uniforms, and Michigan wearing the alternate maize tops with the blue pants. Michigan was in the home whites yesterday, now wearing the maize uniforms. Michigan had 37 shots yesterday. They have 33 through 2 today. Do the math, they're on pace to close to 50 for the game. We'll see how much Michigan can pile up here in this period, but really the story for Michigan will be the defensive fundamentals, trying to close out this game and sweep the weekend after the 8-1 victory yesterday. The goals coming in the first period from Kent Johnson and Eric Ciccolini. They've switched ends, so we are back looking closest at Michigan's attacking end and farther away from the Arizona State attacking end. Center ice, and Arizona State wins that draw, and they send it right on down. The Bordelot line starts out there first for Michigan. Bordelot carries it in, hands it off to Owen Power. Power's pass across, looking for Brisson. His shot was just blocked. Blankenberg across to Power. Power dangles with it along the blue line, gets knocked off the puck for a second, then rimming around down behind the net. Bordelot tries to dig it free. Brisson holds it. Battled for along with Sandu. Bordelot down there, Michigan in the midst of a change, so they relent a little bit. Arizona State carries it out across the blue line, center ice, now into the offensive zone. They're in the midst of their own change. Shot just goes wide. Straussman tapped it with the blocker, so he'll get the credit for a save, but it was not on target. Dakota Raby out there. And the Garrett Van Wy line comes on for Michigan. York holds the puck at the point. Now into Raby. Him and Moyle went to the same spot. They were in too tight. Now Arizona State picks it up, skates the other direction. Michigan quickly gets to it, flips it through the middle. Repelled back down. York banks it off the boards. They say it was tipped off Raby's stick, no icing. Sun Devils collect, send it on in. Man directs it to the corner. Play continuing end to end right now. Matty Beniers picks it up. Off to Kent Johnson. Johnson banks it off the boards, looking for Beniers, trying to spring his line mates Becker and Beniers free. Becker whacks at it and sends it in. Johnson along the boards. Beniers digs it out. Johnson back to Beniers. Pass across. He's got Truscott, but it just went off his stick. Puck is loose. Johnson the rebound. Right out front of the crease. Had an empty net. Sent it over top. There's a shot that just whistles wide. Becker corrals it again. Karanen unleashed that one. Becker back to Johnson. Now it's over to Beniers. Beniers skates with it. into the slot, curls around towards the right face-off dot. Beniers to Johnson. Johnson to Karanen. Karanen back to Kent Johnson. Johnson normally likes the left side. He'll move over that way. They get it to Becker in front. He put it through the crease and couldn't tuck it in. Beniers continues this pressure. Now Arizona State flips it down. Not far enough for an icing, though. Trescott gets to it. That's another long extended zone time for Michigan. Now the puck goes out of play. 17-18 to go in the contest. 2-0 Wolverines.
And you saw in that sequence, Michigan using that forecheck to generate those two golden opportunities. Great saves and great opportunities for Michigan. More of the same as we start the third period. Can Arizona State start to open it up a little bit and force players in and get the puck and get some shots? Because they haven't done anything so far.
Shots 35-11 in favor of Michigan and 2 in this period. But again, Michigan's 2 shots are grade A scoring chances. Arizona State's 2 shots are ones from the blue line that Straussman is blockering aside in his sleep. I mean, it's got to be better chances coming for Arizona State moving forward. Michigan wins that draw. Here they come. Lambert into the offensive zone. He takes a shot that Brady kicks aside. Now it rattles around, and Arizona State first to it. Bordelot is chasing from behind. Blankenberg comes on in along those boards. Bordelot tries to dig it free. Shot from the point by Wilson. Puck is loose out in front. Lambert first to it, though, and he confidently flips it off the glass and on out. Check applied as it goes into the corner. Blankenberg asserts himself down there. Picked up a penalty in the first period. Now a wraparound try that Mann holds his post on. Arizona State will relent. They wait to get set up. Now skating through the middle. Lambert's pass finds Raby. Raby backhands it, and it went off the ASU bench and down. Faceoff should stay in the neutral zone. 16:22 to go in the game. Michigan 2, Arizona State nothing. Sun Devils will come out with a little bit of pep in their step, but Michigan can get a third goal and really put Arizona State behind the 8 ball. Puck dropped down. Van Wy, Raby win the draw. Michigan quickly gets right back into the offensive zone where most of play this entire weekend has taken place. York held it in for a second with his glove. Sun Devils clear it on down. That would have been an icing, but it went in on Mann, who had to push it aside. Who can step up for ASU? That is the question. They've got the Duguay, Sanchez, Walker line out there right now. That would be your best guess of who could potentially step up. They're going to have to start generating some chances soon, though, as we play under 16 minutes remaining. 2-0 Wolverines on top. Moyle picks it up. Moyle's shot high and rising, blockered aside by Brady. Now Ciccolini, a goal earlier in this game, is skating with it towards Karanen. Karanen locked behind the net by Janssens. Now Ciccolini skates around with it, and he'll exit the zone but keep the puck in. Luke Morgan pushed down into the boards, and that's going to be a penalty on Janssens of Arizona State. It's going to be a boarding call as Morgan went in hard after being hit from behind. And now Michigan, 2-minute power play upcoming. Can they get that third goal and really start to put this game on ice?
Yeah, as much as we've seen the dominance of Michigan throughout this game, they haven't put that knockout punch in. And is this the opportunity they do? It's only 2-0. Arizona State could theoretically come down, score a goal, and all of a sudden the pressure's back on Michigan. So maybe this is the opportunity. Michigan, they've been moving the puck really well in this power play so far. Can they convert and make it 3-0 and really put Arizona State and put themselves in the driver's seat?
Johnny Beecher has still not come back into the game since that hit earlier. He was seen standing up and looked okay on the bench, but might have had to go for concussion protocol after the hit to the head. Michigan's been maneuvering without him for quite a while, and they've got Beniers out there as the center on the faceoff. This is the second time today Michigan's won a faceoff to begin a power play, but it slingshots off the draw all the way down, and they'll have to set it up end to end. Michigan's got Becker out there with Beniers, Johnson, Power, and Blankenberg. Johnson's holding the puck, brings it into the offensive zone. Kent Johnson hit from behind, and that puck knocked away. Nice pressure being applied by Arizona State kills off the first 30 seconds just like that. Michigan has not gotten it set up at all, which was the case when they had the 5-on-3 in the first period. It was all extended zone time. Powers pass across to Johnson. Now Johnson feels the pressure come, leaves it off to Becker, gives it to Beniers. Beniers across to Johnson. As soon as a Michigan player gets the puck, those forecheckers are coming in as fast as they can. Powers skates down towards the end line, wings it around. Blankenberg at the top. Here comes two more forecheckers. Michigan's going to have to pass through it with end-to-end passes, but not able to do so. Arizona State clears it out. This is looking like a good penalty kill unit so far for the Sun Devils. Blankenberg's got it. Michigan's going to put their other unit out there, which is a little bit different without Beecher. 45 seconds remaining in the power play. York lays it behind. Pass across to Lambert. Lambert harassed and has to exit the zone. 30 seconds remaining. This is the first really good coherent defense that ASU has shown. Bordelot skates in with it. Here comes two guys to try and take the puck away. Three players applying pressure at the blue line. They do push it out. York watched from behind. 15 seconds left. Lambert touched the puck, and an icing was called. The referees...
I don't think he touched it. I think he did touch it, so that should not be an icing.
The referee had said he had touched it, or there's another penalty coming. High sticking penalty coming on ASU, because it was definitely not an icing. We saw the referee signal that it was waved off, but now 13:29 to go. Michigan will have 13 seconds of 5-on-3, and this is crucial because this right now will prevent ASU from doing what they were previously doing in terms of applying pressure on the puck handler with only three guys on the ice. Bordelot, seen as an excellent face-off man. He's been pretty good tonight. Will try to win the draw for Michigan, and he does indeed win it. Brisson with the puck in the right circle. York across. Bordelot, he comes in, takes a shot that is blocked. 3 seconds to Arizona State will get one man out. Brisson pass to the slot, a shot save. Rebound, another try, and Brady moving across to his right denies Cam York, and a clear from the Sun Devils.
So momentum, you see the Arizona State bench, they're becoming a little more energetic.
Bad pass, and quickly Wilson slams it down the other direction. You know, what we're seeing right now from the forecheck for Arizona State is they're sending two forecheckers the moment a Michigan player has the puck. Now here comes Lambert, right in, shoots, he scores! And just as I said that, Lambert got free, and you had to think that was going to happen with the way Arizona State was playing. When you send two guys at the puck handler, someone's going to be open. Michigan finally found him. Jimmy Lambert streaks through the slot and rips it by Cole Brady. 3-0, a power play goal. And with 12:46 to go in the game, that might be close to closing time.
And that was the knockout punch, hopefully. But the story of this game, same 3 periods. You saw Arizona State get a little momentum, then Michigan comes right back with that goal in the first, and then they do it here in the third to make it 3-0 Wolverines.
Now shots 40-13 in favor of Michigan. And Arizona State finally back to full strength. Jay Karanen with the puck. Now into the neutral zone. Michigan carries it on up. Philip Lapointe whacks it into the offensive zone. Ciccolini there. Digs it free. Truss got a shot. That one trickles wide. Now loose at the side of the net. And Arizona State to it. Michigan's power play goal now being announced on the Jumbotron. Battle for in the corner. Michigan in their own end. That'll be a hand pass on the Wolverines. A player was tripped behind the play incidentally and then tried to push the puck forward with the glove. And the whistle sounds. 12:05.
Man must be feeling really good back there with only 13 shots right now.
Yeah, that is definitely an easier job. Michigan calls a timeout to settle their guys down. 12 minutes exactly left in this game. What are you looking for in the final 12?
I'm looking for Michigan just to continue to keep up the pressure, keep dumping pucks into the zone, and just use your talent and speed to just end this game. And for Arizona State, you've relied on Cole Brady all game long. It hasn't worked now. Now it's 3-0. You got to just throw everything at it. You got to use these defensemen in the offensive zone, especially Wilson. And how do you do this? It will be very interesting to see because they don't have nearly enough talent. Now you have a tall task ahead of you to come back here down 3-0 with here in the third period.
Jimmy Lambert was a guy that was up and down in his first 2 Michigan seasons. A really nice wrist shot there to put Michigan ahead 3-0. We've got about 10 seconds remaining on this timeout called by Mel Pearson. It was a shutout into the final 3 minutes of the game yesterday when Ryan O'Reilly scored for Arizona State to get them on the board. We're now 12 minutes away from another Strauss-Mann shutout. Mann ended last season with a pair of shutouts in the playoffs against MSU before the Big Ten tournament was canceled. And so his last 4 games has not let many pucks in the net. Play continues after the timeout. Duguay with the puck behind the net. He finds Walker. They've got Sanchez in front. Walker harassed by Power skating all the way out with him. Blankenberg digs it from the corner. And now Michigan will carry it on out. Skating is Moyle to Van Wy. Drop pass to Moyle. Couldn't find Raby. Trying to go tic-tac-toe across. Raby just out of his reach. Then the puck comes free and right into the glove of Cole Brady. He was quick to squeeze it. Hold on for a whistle. 11:31 to go.
The stick work of Michigan is great so far. Throughout this whole game, they've forced some turnovers and just putting this Arizona State defense on its toes throughout this game, just completely outplaying them so far.
Yeah. The Beniers-Johnson line will go back out there. The official scoring tally was Lambert from Brisson and York to put Michigan ahead 3-0. And Johnson tried to find Becker out in front. Becker got taken down from behind. Pass never got there anyway. Puck pinballs back into the ASU zone after they had quickly zone exited. Semick can't get it out. Now here comes Becker. Becker comes in and Captain Jack's shot saved there with the glove of Brady.
Looking forward for this Michigan team. A great weekend here if they can hold on up 3-0 and 1-8-1. So next weekend in Madison, the key is what do they do when they face a little bit more pressure? They've been relatively easy, this defense, and for man.
Yeah, Beniers can't win that draw. Arizona State will carry it on out. We'll see how much fight they've got left in them. The Grando-Sandu line leads play the other way. Willie Neerum behind the net. Michigan dug it out, and here they come. Becker leads it through the middle. His stretch pass for Pearson just taps it into the offensive zone behind the net. Wilson, and the puck rims around all the way back down. They say Michigan had a chance to play it and didn't, so there's no icing. Mann taps it with the paddle towards Bordelot. Michigan in the midst of a change. So was Arizona State. They just flip it on in. Strauss-Mann watches. Michigan comes through the middle. Lambert pursues from behind. Brisson there. Battled for. James Sanchez digs it out. Bordelot along the boards. 5 players right up against the benches. Now puck rattles around behind Nick Blankenberg. 2 forecheckers on him. He's able to calmly get it out. The junior from Washington, Michigan gets it free. Now the puck comes right out in front of Cole Brady, and there's a shot by Bordelot. Deflects off an Arizona State stick, and Bordelot at 5'9" was quick to lay the body out and muscle his guy off of him. 9:59 gone in the third period. We are almost exactly at the halfway point, and there'll be a face-off in the offensive zone for Michigan. Shots now 41-13 for the Wolverines. We have a question in the live chat. Someone says, is Michigan this dominant, or is ASU just that bad? I don't think ASU is a bad team. They were going to the tournament last year. I think they were 11th or 12th in pairwise last season, and they roll a lot of guys back. I mean, I don't think they're a bad hockey team. Michigan has got the most talent in the country by far, and they've played like it here this weekend.
It's a question of talent and speed. That's what's won the game so far, these two games.
The practice done in the offseason looks very, very good for Michigan, and all of these new faces that were going to be high draft picks have been firing on all cylinders so far. End-to-end rush. Nolan Moyle is going to get called for a trip as he took down Wilson from behind. It actually might be a cross-check. Regardless, a whistle comes. 9:34 to go in the game, and Michigan will be shorthanded. ASU can try and get their way back in the game after this commercial break. Arizona State and Michigan both head to their benches. And I think if you're ASU, you're just looking for something to potentially, just get you a little momentum moving forward.
I think you got to turn to number 7, Johnny Walker. I mean, he was a great player last year, produced a lot of the goals for Arizona State, was their main playmaker. He's been quiet for these first 2 games. If you can get something with that Sanchez-Walker line, maybe you can generate a goal or 2, but they just got to use and get pucks into the zone and maybe put some guys near the net, put man under some pressure. I mean, he's been just sleeping back there. He's just got nothing to do because there's no chances for Arizona State. He's faced 13 shots today, 16 shots yesterday, so he's at 39 in the year. It's just not a lot for him to face, and Arizona State, they just got to generate more chances.
So Arizona State will go to the power play. ASU will be in East Lansing on Thursday to play Michigan State. Then Wisconsin. This is, of course, the very odd season in that Arizona State is playing every game on the road. They will be just traveling across Big Ten country week after week, staying in the state of Michigan for their next games, and now they are on the power play. 9:34 to go in the game. Face off to man's left. Wolverines technically won the draw, but Duguay was the first to it. We'll see how ASU sets it up. They got a rover at the point. Semick is there right at the Big Ten logo. Pass across. Here's a shot, and that one saved. Puck comes free through the slot. Semick across to Sanchez, right wing side. Duguay's patrolling through the middle. Shot high and over top by James Sanchez. Now puck comes free. Duguay pass across. There's a shot and a save. Pad of Strauss-Mann sliding right to left there. Now down with it into the slot. That shot dribbles free. Now an attempted clear by Michigan, held in at the point by Semick. 40 seconds gone in the power play. All zone time for ASU right now. Skating down. There's another shot. That might have hit the post, but it stays out and Michigan's able to clear. Wolverines will get new penalty killers out there. 8:38 to go in the game. 3-0 Michigan.
Much better job right there from Arizona State, putting the guy in front and just throwing pucks on net.
Janssen lays it behind for Sanchez, and Arizona State came in offsides. Don't want to do that. Whistle sounds and the faceoff will come outside the zone. 51 seconds remaining. Or is there a penalty? Oh, there's going to be a penalty, I guess. Interference on the zone entry, and that kills the remainder of the Sun Devil power play. Man, oh man. Can't do that right there. We see a replay. It does look like that one drive went off the short side post. Yep, man, that one got behind man. Nick Sandu blasted off the post. Got behind the goalie, but as the goalie will say, doesn't matter if it doesn't go in the net.
And that's the second time today on a power play, Arizona State, they've committed their own penalty, so shooting themselves in the foot.
4-on-4 play. Luke Morgan wins the draw. Owen Power with it, skates into the slot, and that shot is blocked. Eckerly got a stick on it, flips into the netting. We'll do another draw. Arizona State certainly hasn't helped themselves in this game.
No, they haven't.
Luke Morgan still out there with Ciccolini. Morgan wins another draw. Power just has to tap it over to Ciccolini. Now to Power. Back to Morgan behind. He wins position. Skates with it. Curls into the middle. Pass across, looking for Ciccolini. Now he gets to him. Ciccolini behind the net, battling for position. 20 seconds remaining in the ASU, or rather the Michigan penalty. Then Michigan will go to the power play when it returns to 5-on-4 play. Morgan to Pearson, across to Owen Power. He has to just leave the zone as really tight stick checking going on, trying to poke that puck free. Now Michigan gets new bodies on the ice. Michigan now to the power play. 1 minute of power play time coming, but Morgan whistled that one wide of the net. ASU will have a chance to send it on deep. Full, and now another whistle. That's going to be a penalty coming for Michigan. They have too many men. Man, just whistle after whistle here in this third period. See what the referee has to say. Yep, they were in the midst of the line change there as the puck came free, and someone who was not supposed to touch it touched it. A lot of ticky-tack stuff going on right now, and for a young team, too many men is the kind of thing you may expect to see a little bit of, some mental mistakes.
And they got to clean that up as the season rolls on. Once they start facing some tougher opponents and in some tougher games, you can't make those mistakes. You've seen it again today, a little bit of too much sloppy play in terms of penalty time.
So Beniers will do the draw. Exactly 1 minute remains on the ASU penalty. Now 2 minutes on the Michigan penalty. They'll have Brendan Breeson serve it. Here's a shot through traffic. Never comes in on man. Sun Devils in the corner. Beniers comes over to help dig it free. Wiggles around in his own end. Beniers will try and do the zone exit himself. Still getting pushed around off the puck. Now finally York controls. Pass over to Beniers. He's out there with Lambert. Now finds York skating into the offensive zone. York draws it to the forehand. Cuts on in. His shot just goes wide. Might have gotten a piece off of Brady. Beniers and Lambert hold it in. Lambert's going to cut to the middle. He waits for it. Pearson across. 20 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. Then it'll be Arizona State power play. Beniers pass across. Looks for York. Back to Beniers. Skates down towards the end line. Curls around with it. Beniers back to York at the top. 5 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. York takes a shot, and it ricochets off Brady into the corner. Beniers applies a check. Michigan will send their guys off. Arizona State's back to full strength, but they just iced the puck. Man, oh man.
A very, very interesting game, to say the least. A lot of whistles here in the past couple minutes.
And Arizona State, I mean, you just got to the 5-on-4. This is a power play chance, and they just iced the puck. I mean, just voluntarily, the defenseman behind his own net just sends it. There's no one down there, and now the faceoff will come all the way back in their own end.
Can't make stupid mistakes if you want to get back into a game, especially against a more talented team.
Michigan leads 3-0, 6:18 to go, and Duguay wins the draw. Wilson holds it behind his own net. 6:10 left. Now down to 40 seconds remaining when they begin this rush. Semick from the back end. Past the blue line, center line. Lays it behind himself. James Sanchez pass across. Tried to enter the zone. Now they do successfully. Semick to Sanchez. They've got Sanchez right wing side. Send a man to the net front. Sandu at the top. Back shot from Semick. Goes off several bodies. Van Wy in the corner. They try to dig it free. A bunch of bodies down there. Jay Karanen watches. Michigan gets it free. Raby with the puck. And he will clear this one down off an ASU stick. And it rolls all the way in on Brady. 3 seconds remaining in the ASU power play. Michigan is now back to full strength. Brisson gets right on the ice. Duguay flips the puck up. Bounced off a Michigan glove. Now Owen Power backhands it out. And the Wolverines exit. Lambert skates in, coming fast. His shot missed everything and goes into the netting. That puck might come out of the zone. I don't even know if anyone got a stick on it, and it does. 5:09 remaining. Shots 44-15 Michigan, 3-0 lead. Actually, no, it'll stay in the zone, I guess. They're going to say, yes, you got a stick on it.
And even with the blowout lead, Michigan continuing to rely on that defense, that goaltending. They've been strong fundamentally so far, and a great penalty kill right there.
Arizona State wins the draw. Wilson swings it around. One of his line mates skating down the right wing side. York into the corner, applies a small check, and Moyle takes the puck away. Moyle drops it off. Michigan stretch pass up to Brisson. Across looking for Bordelot. Bordelot gets it back. throws on the brakes. Nice spin move in the right circle. Pass to Cam York. Brady saw it all the way, though. Lands in his glove. He hangs on. If there's one bright spot for Arizona State, it is the play of Cole Brady. I mean, in his first weekend in college, he's looked very good in this game. Given up 3 goals, but still looked very good in doing it.
Yes, he has, and a future NHLer. So
yep. 4:37 to go in the contest. Michigan up 3-0, just trying to put the finishing touches on a weekend sweep after an 8-1 victory yesterday. Becker in the corner. Beniers digs it free. Karanen down behind. Jack Becker to it. Muscled off the puck slightly. Now into the neutral zone area. Kent Johnson takes it. Johnson swings it down. Puck wide of the net. Beniers comes after it. Now Becker wins the race against Semick. Becker using the 6'3" size to win position along the boards. Then ASU finally gets to it, and they'll clear it out. Straussman behind his own net. Beniers in the corner. Truscott battling for, pass across, shot from the point, comes right in on man. Hits him in the midsection for a whistle.
Looking forward for Arizona State. You have 16 shots today. You had 16 shots yesterday. If you want to win games against these Big Ten opponents, you got to get more shots and generate more opportunities. That starts with the first line. And you got a goaltender that's playing his tail off right now, and he's playing really well. And he still let up 3 goals because the amount of chances Michigan has gotten over Arizona State, that's got to change.
ASU has been totally overmatched this weekend from the opening puck drop yesterday, and as we play here in the final waning moments of this game. 3:40 remaining off the face-off. Michigan controls. They bring it on up. Not nearly the goal-scoring output as yesterday, and yet they probably could have been. Now here's Van Wy, takes the puck. Van Wy got to curl in. Nice defensive play in front by 2 Sun Devil defenders, but Van Wy picked up a loose puck. Now Moyle wins the battle to it. This is an Arizona State team that just looks tired and beaten right now, not winning any of the races. Raby and Moyle. Van Wy just extended zone time right there against Michigan's defensive line. Forwards, Owen Power behind his own net. Sanchez watching him in the corner. Under 3 minutes exactly. Puck along the right wing boards in the Michigan offensive end. Semick comes up. He takes a shot that goes wide. Van Wy just planted somebody in front of the net. A battle in front of Straussman. He's trying to have a shutout after being denied one yesterday. Michigan ices it, though, and we'll have a whistle and a face-off in the Wolverine end.
And now looking forward for Michigan. You have dominated this weekend. You are a young team that has made some mistakes, but how do you respond? Does this team become cocky and overconfident with all their talent and all their speed? They've got to bounce back and really be focused heading into next week in Madison.
Yeah, Michigan plays Wisconsin this coming week/weekend as Arizona State wins the draw. Shot goes wide of man, and Wisconsin may be the only team in the Big Ten that has anywhere close to Michigan's talent, but if Dylan Holloway is indeed going to the Canada hockey camp for the World Juniors, that's going to hurt them quite a bit. They still have Cole Caulfield, though, first-round pick of the Canadiens on the Wisconsin Badgers. Shot goes high and over top of the net. Play continues. Michigan hasn't gotten it out yet, but Arizona State hasn't gotten anything on net either. Now LaPointe gets to it. Michigan trying to get it out, and they can't. Van Wy and Raby out there with LaPointe. Now finally Van Wy to it. Over to Raby. Can he get it free? Raby flips it up. That one's out of the zone finally. And there's a player down in the corner. I think that's Garrett Van Wy after a hard hit he took. Looked like to the midsection. He's laying sort of crumpled in the corner. I think that's him. I can see the 1 on a jersey. And now the team's having to be separated as ASU has gotten feisty in this game. It is Van Wy. Trainer now wearing shoes, taking a little while to get out to him in the far corner in the area of the Michigan bench. Seeing it on replay, or actually in the initial watch on the TV, which is a little bit behind us, it looked like he just got roughed up, a hard hit coming in the corner. And Mel Pearson is wondering where's the penalty. That definitely looked like away from the play. Van Wy was not involved in the play, and Johnny Beecher already has been out of this game for a while. Yeah, Van Wy had already flipped the puck away, and then a hit coming, trying to see the number of who that was for ASU that delivered the punishment. But now Michigan full bench huddle. And they're now going to review it for a potential penalty. 1:52 to go in the game, and this has slowed down here in the final moments.
Yes, it has.
Michigan continues to wait at their benches, along with Arizona State, as we get this review. .152 remaining in the game. I think that's either 29 Neerum or 28 Kupperud.
I think it was Neerum that made that hit. I think it was 29.
They say call on the ice stand, so no penalty incoming. Regardless, pretty much every even strength play has been like a Michigan power play, so it doesn't really matter in the long run. Michigan up 3-0, putting the finishing touches on this game. See if they can keep the shutout going in the final 112 seconds. Face-off now will come at center ice. Luke Morgan to take it. Van Wyes sitting on the bench. That's good to see. It just looked like maybe a spear to the midsection or something that came in when he got hit. Maybe too much contact in that area. Regardless, Michigan continues. Ciccolini across to York. York just banks it in. Under 100 seconds remaining. Wilson behind the net. Moyle, Morgan, Ciccolini, an odd sort of mix of players who are normally on other lines playing together here as Michigan's trying to finish the game out. York holds the puck in, and they're going to say it got out when he snagged it. 1:18 to go. Whistle comes. Face off at the Michigan offensive blue line.
It's just great to be back in the stadium. First time back in Yost Arena. First time actually in Yost Arena, so great to be here. Watching some hockey during this time.
Definitely a good showing.
Yes, it is.
From Michigan tonight. Luke Morgan wins the draw over to Raby. Now Morgan takes to it, to the slot, a shot. Deflects off a stick. Raby picks it up and banks it on in. Semick chases after it. Watches behind his own net. Now to the circle. Semick pass across. LaPointe takes it away. 1 minute exactly remaining in the contest. Mann, who's trying to notch his first shutout of 2020, takes the puck. Gives it over to a defenseman, then up to Raby. Philip LaPointe out there for the Wolverines. 40 seconds left in the game. York across and out. Arizona State back, retreating into their own end, now in the neutral zone. Puck flips up in the air, lands at the feet of Raby. Michigan right now not pressing at all, just trying to run the clock out and preserve the shutout. Long shot comes in. Mann grabs it with the glove, puts it down. That's his 17th shot faced and his 17th save of the night. 19.9 to go in the game.
Domination is the name of the weekend for Michigan. A great performance yesterday and a great performance today. Not as much goal scoring, but they held up, and they should have had maybe 8 or 9 like yesterday.
Michigan wins the draw. Trescott banks it along the boards. Bordelot tries to swing it out. Puck comes to the middle. Now it banks up along the boards. 10 seconds remaining. Sent into the corner. Jay Karanen applies a check. Battled for. Now around. Arizona State controls 2 seconds. 1 to the point. They'll get even a shot off. They will, but it goes high and over top. The horn sounds. The players have to be separated after a little more chippiness. But that'll do it. Our final score, Michigan 3, Arizona State nothing. Shots 47-17. Michigan They get 3 goals, could have done a lot more than that, and they still win with a shutout. Another dominant effort from the Wolverines here at Yost.
Yes, it was a great win, and we'll move on to Madison.
Well, that just about does it for us here. I want to thank you for joining us on WCBN Sports' coverage of Michigan hockey. For Matthew Levy, I'm Alex Drain saying good night and go blue from Yost.